We'll be doing a little bit of math here, as you can see, and I will pause for thinking spots so that you can check your thoughts on the idea.
Now that we've introduced the 12 residents of Treeville, let's calculate the unemployment rate. First, to calculate the size of the labor force, we must add up anyone who is employed and unemployed. Using the residents of Treeville, we find that the size of the labor force is 7.
You can see that.
Second, we can determine the labor force participation rate, which is defined as the percentage of the adult non-institutionalized population who
Adult population. So it's going to include some of these people here who are capable of working. Watch.
is either working or seeking work. In Treeville, we take the size of the labor force, 7, and divide it by the total adult non-institutionalized population, which is 9, resulting in a labor force participation rate of 78%.
Notice this was a prisoner and these were children. All of these three are unable to work, but the remainder of the personnel in the community numbered 9. And when you make a fraction 7 over 9, that means 7 divided by 9, you will get 0.78 or 78%. Just divide 9 into 7.
Third, to calculate the unemployment rate, we divide the number of persons unemployed by the labor force. In Treeville, Charlie is the only unemployed person, so we divide 1 by the labor force of 7 to arrive at the unemployment rate of 14.3%.
Now, as you can see here, we did the same thing. Now we're looking for the unemployment rate. And this gentleman who is eligible to work but has not worked is the one character that goes in on top in the numerator. The rest of the workforce, 7 of them, as you remember, is the second part of the fraction. It's just ratios. Divide 7 into the 1, and you're going to get 0.143 or 14.3%.
It's important to note that the unemployment rate does not take into account the fact that some workers are underemployed or discouraged. In Treeville, Kevin is an underemployed worker. Although he is considered employed, he is not working in a profession that fully uses his skills as a police officer. The existence of underemployment tends to underestimate the unemployment rate. Second, discouraged workers are those who have given up looking for work. For example, suppose Charlie simply cannot find any work in the village. If he has not looked for a job in the last 4 weeks, he would be classified as a discouraged worker and no longer counted in the labor force. Much like underemployment, the effect of discouraged workers tends to underestimate unemployment. In fact, if Charlie is removed from the labor force, Treeville's unemployment rate would fall to 0% because everybody would either be employed or not in the labor force.
0 divided by 6 is 0.